my name is Destiny and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, as you can see by the title, I really want to come on here and kind of talk about really warm and cozy fragrances. It is definitely getting so much colder outside and I feel like it's time for those like just really cozy warm fragrances that just make you feel like you're snuggling up in a blanket. So if you want to see what those are, please keep watching. The very first one I'm actually going to start with is by Commodity, and this is Milk. Now, I think I've said this before, I'm not a huge gourmand girly. However, there are some perfumes that are gourmand that just do something to me. I don't know what it is, but this is one of them that I am completely obsessed with. It is warm, it's sweet, it's milky. It reminds me of the holidays in the best way. Like, think about a white hot chocolate and you're dipping your cookies in there and you're sitting by a fireplace in a onesie with your fuzzy socks on. That's what it is giving. It's so good and it projects like crazy. I did not realize that one time I was at work and someone's like, every time you leave, I could just like smell your perfume like every time, when no matter what room you're in. And oh, you guys, Milk Expressive is an absolute 10 out of 10. I cannot wait to get the 30 ml because I'm running out of this and I did not expect to love it as much as I did, but I went through this little 10 ml so fast and you guys, it's so intoxicating and sweet and just so lactonic. It smells really, really good and it definitely just gives me all the warm, fuzzy holiday feelings. So this is definitely one that I would check out if you like gourmand perfumes or, you know, perfumes that have a note of milk in it as well. Definitely check it out. I don't think you guys will be disappointed. The second bottle of perfume that I have here that gives me those cozy vibes this is Cali Vanilla. This is another gourmand, but there is the note of vanilla, obviously, and brown sugar, and it is sweet without being overly, it doesn't smell synthetic. It smells so realistic. It smells like you are baking like just a nice warm pie. Like, it just gives me all the feels. It gives me all the feels. I love it. It is great by itself. It's also great for layering on top of so many perfumes. I'm sure everyone knows of Vanilla 28. This is actually one of the very first gourmands I absolutely fell in love with. It was a love at first sniff, and I bought the full bottle as soon as I smelt it. When this is done, I'll probably get the 100 ml, surprisingly. But this is so, so, so good, you guys. And I think Milk and this layered together would just be, you would just smell like an entire snack. Like, you would just smell like a snack. Okay, and so this perfume is actually a newer one in my collection, and it's actually from Zara. And this is Starlight Vanilla. So this is supposed to be a dupe for Myrrh & Tonka by Jo Malone. And it is. It absolutely is. One, this lasts and projects like crazy. So in terms of it being called Starlight Vanilla, I do not get a predominant vanilla note. It definitely is warm and powdery, but I feel like I get like not as much sweetness as you would think for it to be called a vanilla. It is definitely a lot more powdery and slightly sweet, but I don't know if I feel like the name is fitting for this perfume. But if you are a fan of Myrrh & Tonka by Jo Malone, I feel like you definitely have to like the note of lavender to like the scent, because lavender is definitely very prominent note in this fragrance. For the price point, it is amazing. So I have always gone back and forth between if I want Myrrh and Tonka, but I realized over time that it wasn't an absolute love for the price point that it's at. So when I went to Zara and I smelled this, I was like, oh, absolutely. For comparing, $20 to like $200, $300 for the same thing, and it lasts like 10 times more and projects like crazy. I feel like you cannot beat this. Wanted Myrrh and Tonka by Jo Malone but don't want to spend that money, or if you like Myrrh and Tonka but don't love it and you still would like it in your collection, this is definitely a way cheaper alternative and just as good, if not better. So the next perfume I have here, unfortunately this perfume isn't very long lasting, but I still enjoy wearing it and I still enjoy spraying it. So this is Eyelish by Billie Eilish. Okay, the bottle, beautiful. To me, it smells like chocolate, vanilla. I smell something floral in there. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's a little floral. To me, it's a gourmand in the middle for me, in the sense of it is sweet, but that spiciness definitely balances it out, along with the rose and the floral notes in the back make it where it smells like such a sophisticated smell. I really love the way that this smells, and considering this has cacao in it, I believe, which I'm not a huge fan of like chocolate and fragrances, but this is done really, really well, and it definitely has made me maybe change my mind a little bit about how I approach perfumes with chocolate. But the only thing about this is it doesn't last as long as I wish it did, but it still smells so amazing. It is such a great celebrity fragrance. I will say the price point is amazing. You will just have to, I would say, like layer a body cream if you have from Bath and Body Works. I know she's like I think she has a lotion and stuff like that. I haven't smelled those, so I'm not sure how potent they are. But if you love it but it doesn't last, I would definitely, get some maybe like vanilla oil, some lotions and layer it. But it is really, really great. I'm very happy I have it in my collection. I know that she's coming out with a third one. So there's one that comes in a gray bottle. I haven't smelled that or got that. And there's a new one coming out that's like in a red bottle that has a note of cherry. So I'm very interested in smelling those and hopefully adding them both into my collection, but we will see. And the very last one that I actually have here is one that is a little hard to describe, but I'm going to do my best to describe it. But just given the name, I feel like it has to be a part of this warm and cozy, video. So this is Slow Dance by Byredo. So a little backstory. So this is actually supposed to smell like, you are in the gym dancing with, your high school love or middle school crush, whatever, and you guys are slow dancing together. And as crazy as that sounds, I understand what they mean. This is, I will say this is a very complex scent because not one note stands out to me. It's hard to figure out what you're picking up on, but it's powdery. It's a little sweet. It's just like there's something soft and gentle and innocent about it. So when they say it's like having, a slow dance with your crush or something, I feel like I totally get where they're coming from. And I think just the concept of the perfume is so beautiful. I will say though, this is a pretty long lasting fragrance for me. for Byredo. I have sprayed it and I feel like you can't really even see that I've been spraying it, but I have, but I don't need a lot in order to smell myself for the rest of the night. But this is also one that is very cozy. I feel like very romantic, but in a like puppy love kind of way. I love the backstory to it. There's cognac in here. Maybe that's why I like it, because I feel like I've said this, I'll say it again. I love perfumes with a boozy quality, boozy note to them. It's just my jam. I love it. There is vanilla in here that I can understand. There is patchouli incense. I definitely pick up on the incense. Labdanum, violet, and geranium. It just, I feel like now that I read the notes out, the incense, absolutely, I definitely get that. And the vanilla, I do get that, but it's really well blended that I feel like when you first smell it, I don't really get the patchouli as much in this one. I have Velvet Haze and I get the patchouli a lot more in that one than this one, but this is a really good, cozy, nice fragrance. Anyway, so that was it for my warm and cozy fragrances. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what fragrances give you that warm, comforting feeling, especially now that it's getting so cold outside. Any perfume that can uplift you and just make you feel warm, I think is so great, even on really, really, really cold days. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.